Okay, so let's continue previous class. So we already simulate the single phase half wave and control rectifier for the resistive load. Okay, by the two different source. Either you maybe use three phase source or maybe 3 unit single phase source. Okay, so just you check the output is same or not for the three single phase supply. So just yeah. So this is our simulation. Now you just connect all the voltmeter and emitter. So how many voltmeter we have connected here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one connected as output voltage waveform and output current waveform indicated by fourth and fifth. You can see. So 2, 4, and 5. Just convert it in 5 number of axes. So just click on the scope and again go to the number of axes. So just put here 5 and okay. So 5 number of axes is created here. Now maybe connect from the output voltmeter to this point and this output emitter, output of this emitter to this point. Okay. Now run this model and check the output voltage waveform. Now compiling. So click on the scope and the output voltage. Yeah. So this voltage of AC supply voltage of unit 1, unit 2, unit 3. Okay. All are 120-degree phase displace. That means this one is becomes 0 here and this one again phase B becomes 0 after 180 degree. Okay, similarly phase C becomes 0 after 240 degree. Okay, so you just draw the three phase supply source. Phase A, phase B, phase C are phase displace to each other by 120 degree. Okay. This is your output voltage waveform and this is your output current waveform. Now this is your model number 10. So just close this model and now we are going to simulate single phase half wave and control rectifier for the RL load. In the previous class, we have already seen that for the pure resistive load. Now, same circuit designed for the RL load. Okay. So again, go to the simulation MATLAB and drag all the component from the simulate library to new workspace. So just wait few minutes for open the MATLAB and create new model where we design single phase half wave and control rectifier for the RL load. So only one parameter is in here, that means load. In place of resistive load, we consider RL load, and all the other components are same as the previous circuit. Okay. So just open the MATLAB. Want to open just new model. This is another model, so this one closed, and open the MATLAB for new workspace. Just close this model and open new MATLAB. So just wait a few minutes for open the MATLAB and create new workspace. Taking some time for open the MATLAB. So we required all the component of the previous circuit. Here also only load changes, that means in place of purely resistive we consider RL. Okay. So only change the load parameters. This minute. Yeah, so it is the interface of the MATLAB. Just click here new workspace and click on the simulate model. It takes some time. And again, go to the Simulink library and all the block track to the workspace. Creating your own new workspace. Yeah, so this is your new workspace where you simulate the circuit. This small untitled may be saved as model number 12. Okay, so save as in this folder Simulink library lab. Okay. Model number 12. Go to the, so this model save here. Now you just simulate the circuit. So again go to the Simulink library and all the component track into the model number 12. Okay. So first of all go to the sync. There is type of sync available here. So select this scope model number 12. Now again choose the three-phase AC source. So go to the sim scan. Again go to the sim power system. Okay. Go to the electrical source and select the electrical source as the three-phase source and add to the model number 12. Okay. Next go to the power electronics and select this diode since we are simulate uncontrolled rectifier. So use diode as a switching device. And again go to the measurement. So you select the voltmeter, model number 12, and emitter. Okay. Type here power guy or the location of power guy emitter. So this power guy again add to the model number 12. Again go to the load, RL load. Okay. So go to the element. Various type of electrical element available here. So just select this RNC and add to the model number 12. Okay. Now just go to the model number 12 and simulate the circuit. So just stop at this point. Separate all the element and arrange in a proper manner. So just again click here and rotate. Maybe put here So 3 diode required here. So just create from one diode to another diode. I'm clicking on this diode and drag to another point. Okay. So just create 3 diodes and delete this one. Now just connect 3 diodes. Diode 3, diode 2, and diode 1. Okay. Across the phase A, phase B, and phase C. Okay. This one connected at this point. This one connected at this point. This one connected at this point. Okay. And again, just click on the diode. And if you consider the forward voltage drop is 0 across the diode, just apply and OK. And again, click on the diode number 2. So 0 forward voltage drop. This one, hit it. Apply it. OK. Again, click on the diode number 3. Click on this one. 0. Okay. Now you just put there parameters of the AC supply voltage source. Okay. So you type here all the parameters, that means amplitude value, positive sequence. So you maybe write here line to line voltage, that means RMS voltage into root 2. So 440 into 1.42, and frequency range is your extreme frequency 50 Hertz. So just type here. And okay. Now just connect these output terminals of the diode, that means anode of diode 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, and 3. It is not connected in proper manner. That's why it is showing the red line. Just try to connect. This point to this point, and load move towards this point, and the scope up to this point, and voltmeter just drag to here. Okay. Now just connect this load or select the types of load. Which type of load required here? RL type. Okay. So just select here either available here pure resistive, pure inductance, capacitor, RL, RC, and LC. Just our requirement is RL load. Just click on RL and put the resistance value is 10 ohm. And you will put here inductance value in millihenry. If you do not put any value, then take the default value as 1 millihenry. Okay. So you may be seeing here value may be 5 millihenry. Okay. So put here 5. So now you put here RL load where resistance value is 10 ohm and inductance value is 5 millihenry. Now just connect this R1 RL load, control R, and drag to this point. point to here. This point to here. Now you can connect this emitter. Where is emitter? Have you read? Voltmeter current here. So this one is connected here. This voltmeter move to this point and connect this emitter. And the negative polarity of this load is connected to the negative polarity of the source. Now it is connected. So you maybe observe that here all the three diodes are in forward turning bias. Okay. Since their positive terminal of the supply phase of A is connected to the anode of diode 1. Similarly, positive terminal of the phase B is connected to the anode of the diode 2, and positive terminal of the phase C is connected to the anode of the diode 3. So all the three diodes in positive of forward bias. So how you can say that which diode is conduct up to which period? Okay. So I already said that three phase are 120-degree phase displays. Okay. So one diode conduct here I think 120, 120. Okay, 120, 120. So 360. Now, which is more positive value, maximum positive value, that will conduct that instant of time. Okay. So if you draw their phase A, phase B, phase C, sinusoidal waveform variation, that means phase A started from 0 and complete one cycle up to 2 pi. Okay. Similarly, phase B draw at 120-degree lag of phase A and complete their one cycle. Okay. Similarly, phase C draw at lagging of 240 degree of phase A. Okay, complete one cycle. So, which is more positive, that diodes conduct at that instant. After this, sometimes that is 120 degree, maybe diode 2 is more positive, becomes more positive. So, diode 2 will start to conduct. Okay. Similarly, after some time, diode C will becomes more positive. Okay. So start the diode C conduction. Now you just connect 3 voltmeter for the line voltage measurement phase line AB, line BC, and line AC. Maybe just or another voltmeter for the phase voltage measurement. So just create another voltmeter here. One voltmeter required for the output voltage measurement. Okay. So this voltmeter suppose connected across the line A and B. So just connect between the line A and B. So just connect it from this point to this point A and B. Okay. So connected to point B. And this voltmeter was that connected between line B and C. Okay. So just connect to the point B and point C. C. Okay. So just connect here. And similarly, this diode is connected between line A and C. So just connect to this point A and C. So just connect to this point. Okay. Now, if you want to measure the phase voltage, then connect this voltmeter terminal phase A and phase neutral. Okay, so phase A, where is phase A? This point is phase A, and connect to the neutral point. So here is neutral, this one. Okay. Now, just connect all the voltmeter to the scope. This voltmeter connected across the output terminal. So just place here and connect from this point to this point. Okay. So again, go to the power guide block and just click on that one and change the configuration parameters. Go to the configuration parameters and select here display type, simulation type is your display type, and sample time is your by default value taking 50 microseconds. Okay, so just apply and okay. Just close this tab. Now we just increase the number of axes in a scope. So just click on the scope. How many scope you required? Just you count here how many measuring instruments you connect in your circuit, and then create number of axes accordingly. Okay. So 4 voltmeter in supply side and 1 voltmeter in output side, 5 and 1 emitter of the output current measurement. So 6 number of axes you required here. So then go to the setting, and number of axes is 6. Right here, 6. And just close this one. Okay. Now you maybe increase the size of the scope by dragging this point. Yeah. So you maybe count here 6 number of axes create here in a scope. Okay. Or either maybe use max and all the 2 voltmeter connected in input of the max and 1 output of the max connected to the this scope. Okay. So maybe large number of max is required. So just create more number of axes on the scope. So just connect all the voltmeter output in a scope. So this one is AB, line voltage AB. So this voltmeter just drag to upward, and output of this voltmeter is connected to the scope. At axis number 1. Okay. And here is VBC. That means VBC. This is your VBC, I think. This one is your VAB. Line A and B. Okay. And where is BC? So this one is your, you are going to B and C. So output of this voltmeter is connected to the scope second axis. Okay. Similarly, VAC. So this one is your VAC. No, this one is not VBC. This one is your neutral voltage. Sorry, phase voltage connected between A and B. Yeah, so this one is your neutral phase voltage. This one is your line voltage AB, and this is your line voltage between to this point to this point. BC, so just connected to the scope 3. So all the line voltage is similar, but displays with some phase angle. So that means they just connected here. This output voltmeter here. This output of voltmeter is connected across this terminal, and the output of the load voltage is connected across this fifth axis of the scope, and this one is connected to here. Okay. So now this model is already completed. Now you can run the model and check their output. So just time is 0.3 and run this model. So you maybe check your output voltage. So this is scope. Again go to the auto scale. So you maybe change their output voltage. Okay. This one is your supply voltage of line AB, line BC, line CA, and phase of voltage of AB. The phase voltage, that means VAN. Okay, and this is your output voltage and output current waveform. So you maybe practice this type of circuit in MATLAB and design some circuit. That means your various type of load you maybe consider as we already discussed in today lab. That means RL and resistive load. You maybe practice for RLE. Okay, so you just change the types of the load. Okay, so you just change the types of load. Resistive and RL load we already discussed. Okay, so you maybe this circuit also is simulated for the by the 3 unit of single phase supply. So instead of 3 phase supply, you maybe consider 3 unit of single phase AC source also. Okay, so just how we can connect for that one. This 3 phase AC source removed from the circuit, and all the voltmeter connection just we remove here. That means this one here, all the voltmeter connection just remove here and drag from the library 3 single phase AC source. Okay, 3 single phase AC source. Now let me just find out 1, 2, 3. So just now drag 3 single phase AC source from the Simulink library and place here. So again go to the Simulink library. Okay. Again, go to the simulink library and go to the electrical source. Is it not? So in electrical source, you will find out single phase or three phase. So just drag single phase AC voltage source into the and create 3 units of the single phase AC source. Okay, that means 1, 2, 3. Okay, and just remove this one and place here. That means this is your first single phase AC source. Now connect between these 2 points. Just rotate this one. Now we connect from this point to this point. Okay, and this one will be this AC voltage source. Just come here. Connection between the two block, if not connected in proper way, then it will show red line. Just concentrate on the connection. So just rotate this one. And the positive terminal of this AC voltage source connected to the anode of the diode 1. Similarly, the source 2 is drag here. Control R. So just connect it from this point to this point. And this third AC voltage source just placed here. Now connect this point to anode of diode 3. Okay. And all the negative polarity of the 3 AC voltage source is sorted. Sorry. This one. To this one. Negative polarity of this load is connected to the negative polarity of the supply. Okay. From this point to this point. So this is the simulation of the single phase, 3 phase half wave uncontrolled rectifier for the RL load. Okay. Now just to connect the output voltmeter from this point to this, not connected, connected from this point to this point. Okay. So you may connect all this voltmeter in phase A, phase B, phase C. Okay, if you want to measure the line voltage, then connect between the line phase A and B. That means line voltage of AB. Okay, so you have to practice. So just stop here today. We will discuss. And another circuit for the simulation.